Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel for another one of my NFL picks videos. I am returning to my usual soft-spoken voice. I did a whisper video, pure whisper video last week. I know some people preferred that, but I think from what I mostly saw in the comments, people like my usual soft-spoken voice better, so I'm going to stick to that, but I may occasionally work in some whispers as well. Thank you to everybody who watched my college football bracket video. If you haven't seen that yet, would really love it if you checked it out. As I say in the video, I'm not a huge college football fan, but I am looking forward to the tournament. I think it should be a pretty exciting format. Last week in the NFL, I had an okay week. My week 14 bets went 1-1. I was way off about the Bears, but the Chargers did manage to cover against the Chiefs despite losing the game outright. And my new futures bet on the Rams to win the NFC West is off to a pretty good start, or it's continuing to trend in the right direction, I should say, from when I bet it. The Rams won last week. They pulled off the upset against the Bills, and they also won last night on Thursday Night Football against the 49ers. So I think grabbing that at plus 290 was pretty good value. So hopefully they can keep rolling. I'm going to give out 2 bets for week 15. There's a total that I like and a spread bet that I like. So I will jump right in. First off, I'll go over the total that I'm going to bet on in week 15. And it is the under 44.5 in the Broncos-Colts game. I think this is going to be a pretty low-scoring game. 44.5 seems a little high, and that's also a good number to get. There are just a lot of combinations, 24-20, 27-17. 44 is a key number when it comes to totals, so I think being able to get it at 44.5 and leaning toward the under is a good spot. The weather in Denver this time of year is a little iffy. I also think there's the mile high factor. Anthony Richardson infamously came out of a game earlier this year because he was tired, and a lot of people gave him a hard time for that. And I think if he's getting tired at a regular football stadium, then that mile-high air is going to make him extra fatigued, and it might make it tough for that Colts offense to really be very productive. So I just think there aren't going to be too many points in this game, and under 44 is the right side. So that is going to be my first bet of the week. Broncos-Colts under 44.5. My next bet is a team. I'm going to roll with a team that has been successful against the Buccaneers this week. I don't have a ton of in-depth analysis on this or a real hidden angle that I'm looking at. They've just been pretty successful at covering spreads so far this year. I just think they're a better team than the Buccaneers, and I think 3 points is just a little too low of a number for them to be favored by. I think, they say home field advantage is 2.5 points roughly. So if we're looking at this game and thinking about if it was at a neutral site, are we really saying that the Chargers and Bucks are basically evenly matched? I don't think so. I think the Chargers are better. And I'm going to roll with them. They've been successful for me so far this year, and I'm just going to kind of ride on the trend of the Chargers. So that's my second bet. And I'm also going to throw in another futures bet. My Super Bowl prediction going into this year of Bengals Cowboys does not look like it's going to happen. I was way off about both those teams. I think the Bengals maybe still have an outside shot to get in as a wild card if they win out. I don't know about the Cowboys, if they even have a mathematical chance, but I think it's pretty safe to say that's not going to be the Super Bowl this year. But I have a new thought about who will be in the Super Bowl this year, and I'm going to put a unit down on an AFC and NFC champion parlay. And I like the Buffalo Bills to win the AFC and the Los Angeles Rams to win the NFC. I am essentially doubling down on this Rams team. I think they're just getting really hot at the right time. They have one of the best coaches in the game and just a lot of talent, especially on offense. And I think Matt Stafford seems like he's on a mission to win one more ring and then probably retire after this year. So I think the Rams are going to be the surprise team in the NFC and end up possibly even going to Detroit in the NFC Championship and beating Matt Stafford's old team in the Lions. And the Bills, it just seems like their year. I know the Chiefs will probably get the number 1 seed, but I think the Bills have a real good shot to go into Arrowhead and pull off the upset in the AFC Championship. So this bet pays off about 65 units if it hits. And I think the way both these teams are playing right now, it's a pretty good value. So I'm going to roll with it. Super Bowl 59, Bills, Rams. You heard it here first. So thank you as always to everyone who has watched and listened to my videos. Thank you to my new subscribers. I may or may not end up doing a video next week or possibly the week after. I think sometime around the holidays I will probably take a little hiatus from posting, but regardless, you will hear from me sometime soon with more NFL picks. So I hope everyone has a good rest of your week, and you will hear from me soon. Take care. Bye-bye.